Hi, it's Elizabeth Moffett from Hagen's Pulmonary Rehab. So sorry it's been so long since I've posted anything, but I've been super busy here getting referrals and meeting new people. Today I want to talk about something called the Dyspnea Cycle. Many of you are probably like, what the heck is that? So I'm going to describe it. Have you ever had the problem that you're out doing something, or maybe you're even at home and you're just moving a little too quickly, and you first of all will start to get short of breath and you kind of get a little anxious? Most of the time that anxiety leads to panic, and then that makes you more short of air. Well, what I just described is called the dyspnea cycle. Now, dyspnea itself is a patient's or a person's perceived shortness of air, and it can be very frightening. It's the hallmark symptom of COPD, but it's also a symptom of pretty much all pulmonary diseases. And like I said before, it can be very frightening. So it's imperative that you learn how to break that cycle so that you can increase your quality of life, okay? The problem with panicking is that it actually takes more oxygen to panic than it does to relax. So when you're short of breath and you start panicking, you're going to use more oxygen. Well, that's going to cause your oxygen to drop, okay? That's going to make you more short of air. So it's just a vicious cycle. What I teach here in this pulmonary rehab is I teach you breathing techniques so that you can break the cycle. I also will help you build muscle strength in your respiratory muscles, as well as other muscles that you use to move around day to day, so that they're better at using the oxygen that they have. The problem with the dyspnea cycle is that if you don't get help in breaking it, it's going to cause you to remove yourself from certain situations. You might end up not going to the store anymore by yourself, or maybe you don't want to go to that family member's every Sunday anymore for dinner because you're embarrassed, you're afraid you're gonna get short of breath and start panicking. So you start to not do things, and your body does what you teach it to do. So if you start refraining from activities, well then you're going to get short of breath doing the littlest things rather than the big things that used to make you short of breath. To explain it a little bit better, I drew a diagram. You just have to bear with me here. I'm the only one here doing this video, so here we go. So as you can see, the dyspnea cycle is literally a circle, okay? You can start from anywhere, but I'm going to start with the red. So you already have the fear of being breathless, and that's because you've been out before. You have had shortness of air out in public. It makes you anxious. You don't want to do that again, so you have that fear. Well, that fear causes inactivity and immobility because you don't want to deal with it. Well, inactivity and immobility, that's going to cause muscle weakness, fatigue, isolation, and then big time anxiety whenever you do go out. All of this is gonna cause reduced exercise tolerance as well. And of course, the exercise tolerance is a big deal because that can be walking from the bedroom to the kitchen can be exercise for some people. So when you have reduced tolerance to that, then you really are limiting yourself, and you don't really need to. So like I told you before, breaking the dyspnea cycle is my main goal here. Okay, so if you do come to rehab, you'll be learning some breathing techniques that help tremendously. We're going to strengthen your respiratory muscles. We're going to strengthen your other everyday muscles. And I'm going to teach you how to act just a little bit differently in certain situations to make things a little bit easier on you. So I will start another video next week about different things that we would teach you here on how to break the cycle. So we'll see you then. Thanks.